and welcome back to another YouTube video. For today's video, we are celebrating one of the most iconic brands of all time, Chanel. Also one of my favorite brands of all time. So Coco Chanel was an iconic French designer who pretty much ruled the world of this feminine chic style of dressing. She was also a businesswoman. She was born into poverty and a poor family on the French countryside and really built her business up. She worked as a seamstress and then really kind of built a name for herself, and today Chanel is really synonymous with everything related to style, class, timelessness, femininity, and not to mention luxury and class. And her handbags and her clothes are so special even today to women and men all around the world. Obviously, it would be a dream to have a closet full of Chanel clothes and bags, but of course that's not realistic for most of us, but there are ways to achieve the same look for less. The first way to get that look is of course by wearing tweed. Chanel is famous for her tweed looks, whether that is a jacket or a skirt. Anything that you can find that's in a tweed pattern will definitely have that Chanel look. None of these are actually Chanel, but they do have a very Chanel-esque vibe. And you can see that the types of woven, it's kind of just like a woven fabric that has a really beautiful texture and dimension to it. Anytime I'm shopping and I'm paying close attention to fabrics, I always get excited when I see tweed. So a lot of these looks are Zara. For example, these two skirts here I found at Zara this past fall. We've got this one here, just kind of a lighter sort of beige, and then this one that's pink that's belted. Both of these are skirts. We've also got this Love Shack Fancy skirt. Again, Love Shack Fancy channels Chanel a lot. They are more of a premium brand, but definitely not the same price range as Chanel, so they're a good option too. And then I have to show you this piece as well. This is, you will know this if you watch Freddie here on YouTube. I love her. And this is one of her dresses from her new brand. So this is very, very Chanel-esque. You can see that beautiful kind of tweed fabric, and it's in a beautiful lighter color as well. So something like this. And here's an example of a jacket. Again, you can see the label here. I just found this at Zara, but no one will know when you're wearing it. It is just a pretty pink tweed fabric. It's a cropped with some little buttons here. Very Chanel-esque. Next style tip is wearing well-fitted clothes. Chanel thought of fashion like architecture. It's all about proportions, and it's about well-fitted clothes. Clothes that are not too loose, not too tight, straight lines, just nice fabrics also really create that beautiful kind of look with wools and other woven fabrics. So coming back to this dress again, you can see that this is actually a very good example of it. Just some simple straight lines across the bottom. They are the classic sort of cut on the bias. You can see, for example, in these two skirts, these are really good example of this as well because they have this straight line. So it's just cut exactly straight out on both sides, and when you wear it, it gives a very flattering shape. So it's not like bodycon or anything like that. And the fact that their fabrics are much thicker also helps as well. So you don't have to have like a perfect body to wear things like this. It's just well cut, well made clothes. Tip number 3 is matching jacket and skirt sets. So if it can match, that's even better. Look for things like when you find a cute skirt, see if it has a jacket that matches. For example, when I found this skirt, it came with a matching jacket. So just get both and pair them together. It will look beautiful. Chanel is famous for these matching jacket and skirt sets, so if you can find a matching jacket to go with it, even better. Buy them together, wear them, you will look so chic, I promise. I actually wore this outfit together back in the spring, and I wore it to La Ray for brunch with my friends, and it was just like the perfect look for that kind of a place. And together it almost is like a suit, but like a more chic suit, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a boring business suit, it's like a, whoa, who is that person? Next is to look for a bag with a quilted pattern. Chanel bags are pricey, and owning one can be a pretty big investment, but if you're looking for that Chanel aesthetic, just look for a quilted handbag. So I do actually have real Chanel handbags here, but just to kind of show you close up sort of the example. So even in this one here, you can see in the background it has that quilted pattern. Here with the camera bag, it does have the stripes, but still it always comes back to the quilt. And then my favorite bag, again, it's not even a puffed up quilt, but it still is that like quilt sort of diamond pattern. So if you can find a bag that has that same pattern, and you can definitely find those for a more affordable price, then it'll definitely achieve that Chanel look. Other thing to look for too is the chain strap. That's also very iconically Chanel. You can see here it's like a chain with the fabric woven in. Same thing here. Also, as far as shapes go, look for classic shapes like squares and rectangles. You can see that all of the bags are very structured. This is of course a nice like rectangle here. Another, this one's a little rounder, but it's still very structured at the end of the day. And this one is just totally structured. This is like a lady's bag. This is, you know, as you can see, that kind of super like structured lady bag. Rebecca Minkoff is actually a pretty good alternative. You'll find that her bags do have like that quilted sort of texture to them, and just a very similar kind of look. Of course, she's more of a contemporary designer, but at the same time, it's not as much as a Chanel bag. So one way to kind of achieve that look that's not totally sacrificing on quality. The next tip is thinking about your jewelry. So for Chanel, it's always about the pearl jewelry. The brand really likes to make a statement with jewelry, and they incorporate pearls into a lot of their designs. I love this. It kind of sends the signal that the look is very classic and elegant. Pearls are always symbolic of that, whether it was Audrey Hepburn back in the 60s or the First Lady. Pearls are always a nice, classic, timeless statement. So as you can see today, I'm wearing this pearl headband. That's an easy way to achieve the look. Don't know how much this was, probably under $20. Things like, you know, pearl hair clips as well. These, you know, you can find these anywhere these days. Here's a clip, things like that, just anywhere to incorporate it into your looks. Here's some other headband examples. So this one is just totally pearls all the way around. That's super classic looking. And then this one here, I know everybody has these now, but this is also a great example. I would even wear this with this. It would look really, really cute. These are some examples of pearl earrings. I love these from Jennifer Behr. Usually though, I'd say with Chanel that it's not going to be this organic looking pearl where this one looks like someone just found it out of the ocean and put it on. It's usually a bit more kind of structured and perfect looking. Here's some other pearl earrings as well. Gold, a lot of times it's pearl and gold together. Or pearls not even just on your jewelry but on their clothing as well. So for example, on this skirt, if you take a closer look, you'll see that the buttons here are pearl and gold. This actually, something like this, if you can find an earring that looks like that, that would be very Chanel. And the last tip is a pair of very classic shoes. Good shoes is going to complete this whole Chanel look. For example, a closed-toed pair that is in these neutral colors, tan, beige, black, white, that sort of thing, and leather structured. These are a pair of Chanel shoes that you can see I haven't worn yet because I've been saving them, but you know, very nice. The types of shoes that you want to look for are, in general, ballet flats, pointed toe pumps, espadrilles, more structured shoes, pointed toe pumps like this, you know, just like that classic kind of sort of type of shoe. This type of thing in neutral or beige too. And if you can find a shoe that has this contrast toe, I've noticed that a lot of other brands are mimicking Chanel in that now, trying to get that Chanel look for less, where they will just make a flat or a pump with the contrast toe. That is very Chanel. And this type of a shoe also, it was designed by Coco Chanel to make the feet look smaller, which is interesting. So if you have bigger feet, I have kind of big feet, then feet look smaller and it elongates the legs. So there's no strap in the front to cut off your legs. It makes you look a little bit taller and it kind of blends in. So it's a very flattering, very classic look. These shoes go with so much. So that's it. I really hope that you enjoyed talking about Chanel with me today on my channel. Just a fun little fashion related Thursday video. So if you did, of course, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm so close to 20,000 subscribers, so it would really mean so much to me if you hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. And check out, of course, as always, the Fashion Squirrel over on Instagram. I've been posting a lot more recently there, so definitely check that out. And yeah, that's it. So thank you guys again for watching, and hopefully I will see you next time. Okay, bye.